I have pressed the big red go live button, and I see this. Which, point one, absolutely love that they put this onto this side of this thing now, because you previously, and what I'd already set up for, was this screen, which I have to have basically through all of the old stuff, because this didn't exist on the old bit. Hello, I can actually arrange matches without needing the second screen going up, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. There is Mahjong that we can play. Hello, Aegon. Hello, Rise. Hello, Kaiser. Hello, Prospero. Good to see you all. You have presented me a slight problem, but you know what? Jong. We should play some Mahjong, and I think, honestly, the only appropriate thing for me to do at this point is to put all four of you into a match, and then I'll just commentate on it. So, let's see how this goes. Good luck to all four of you. I'm going to be commentating from about 5 minutes in the past, because that's the way this is going to work. So we're going to start with an analysis round. You've forgotten how to tile. To be fair, I'd forgotten how to tile until literally last week when I played actual proper in-person Mahjong against Prospero, actually, weirdly. And yeah, no, I basically got relearning how to play it. I will say, though, that I was basically full concentration on the game, taking it far too seriously and not chatting about the things. But, you know, that's just how it sort of went out with that. And yeah, I won both games. I have a 100% win rate in over-the-board 4-player Mahjong, which is weird and definitely needs to be corrected, and hopefully will be corrected on Sunday, because I'm going to an event in Leeds. But yeah, we're actually going to start playing a bit more. In the meantime, there is a log, which is just me versus 3 AIs, basically to check that things still worked with the lobby and whatever else. And we're going to watch here. Unfortunately, I believe I have to wait 255 seconds to see how your match is going. If there are any issues, let me know, because that is one thing I can do. And one reason I might need the other screen is just to actually pause or sort things out here. They've changed a lot of the format for this as well, which I've got to quickly get used to. I haven't set up anything major in the rules, except for what I believe was the case. So, all last is not in the game. There's no busting out. The point gaps don't particularly matter because we're not recording these matches as far as I'm aware. 25 to start. There is a triple run draw that is on, in case that becomes relevant. And yeah, that should be it. And also double win through. I have no idea if that's on by default, whether it's, I just put it on, but didn't seem to be sensible. And we are playing east-south with south to west extensions as well. But anyway, good luck to you all. Also, thanks to you to all 6 for just turning up as well, because I was not necessarily expecting people to be back for this, given that it's been... What? How long has it been? Ultimately nearly a year since the last time I did any kind of Mahjong on this channel, and yeah. It does mean that the 2024 tournament has been a bit of a bust, but, you know, it just means that your wins today will probably matter a bit more if it comes to that. But we'll do a random analysis behind whoever is dealer at the time. We'll get ourselves back into the things. Again, as historically when I do analysis on other people's play, I have the advantage of being able to see the whole board. I am definitely not doing it to, you know, point out this is what you should have done and you're an idiot, that sort of thing. That's not the intent. It is more sort of to analyse the decision-making process a bit more. I have time to think about things. You had 5 seconds plus the allowance, which I believe is 10 seconds total plus 5 per discard, I believe? Yeah, 5 plus 10 seconds, so 10 seconds storage time. And obviously, yeah, I can see the whole board, so I know what's a good move ahead of time, you don't, and that does influence the commentary on it. But still, if I can give any reasonable advice, we will do so as always. And of course, for the chat's benefit, obviously I'm not playing in this particular game, but the general rule around the chat is that please don't reveal the active player's hand. You don't have to worry about it with the commentary matches we're doing here, because there is a 5-minute delay on, which is why I can't observe the game just yet. I've got to wait 91 seconds. But obviously if I'm playing, I'd prefer you not to reveal specifics about my hand, because while I assume people have the stream minimized or turned off, especially the audio side of things, they have access to the chat and can discuss things within there if they need to. Also to just bemoan good hands, bad hands, missed chances, etc. And that's fair enough. I don't want to remove that, and therefore, as long as you don't reveal specifics about my hand, I'm willing to answer any other questions you may have. You can be vague about what you're asking me as well, if you want to be that. Or say, why did you make X and X decision? Or why the Forso if it's obvious I've discarded a Forso, for example. Or if you have genuinely no clue about how to play this game, I'm also happy to provide an explanation of that as well. But for now, B&B commentary, which might in some ways make it a little easier to explain some of the aspects of this game. But maybe it won't. Who knows? How's it going? It's going weirdly well. I had 4 people turn up already, including myself. It's bizarre. So I'm doing a random analysis demo. I hope you've been doing well. But no, Prospero got me back into over-the-board Mahjong last week. So I'm now back into Mahjong again. After a very, very far too long break. Again, I was burnt out on it, but I did not expect to take 11 months to get back into the game. And that I apologise for. Still, let's actually watch something. So, let's see exactly how forgetful these people are at Mahjong. Alright, we're sitting behind Aegon, who is not currently the dealer, so we're going to change perspective to Prospero. So one completed meld, pair of alien wins, i.e. not any bonus points for this. Dora is 8-pin, and it's a reasonable enough hand. Rise has a pretty monstrous opener. Potential Sanchikus here, 2, 3, 4 in each sequence, potentially. Reasonable number of options. Aegon, 1, 2, 3 meld, Adora. Okay, it's passable. About on par with Prospero in a weird sort of way, I think. See how it goes. And Kaiser has probably the clunkiest of the openers, but certainly options. And obviously Kaiser also has the advantage of being a better player than the others, at least in terms of how their rankings sit on Soul at the moment. But we shall see. Initial discards, obviously getting rid of the terminals is the usual play pattern. Rise the first to get rid of a non-terminal because he's out of them actually, which just shows how advanced the hand is. Does look as if he's going to move into the 3-4-5 potential Sanchiku rather than the 2-3-4, both options. But presumably he has a bit of time to try and develop that. Or just go for the Tanyo off there since he's got the triplet of the freeze already set up. He's only what? Is he shouting already actually? Completes either of his two-sided weights and he just discards the 5 for reach and go. Alright, Yakuhai, prayer for Prospero. 1 East played. It's going to have to wait on the next one, but still, that's his Yaku sorted out. East 1. Double East 1, actually, potentially. Decides to cut his alien wins. I can understand the logic of this. He does have he has too many pairs as it stands anyway, with 4. So clearing those out to allow him to accept more tiles and not require triplets. Probably beneficial. Although now he might be able to go into 7 pairs. Which means dropping the south is a bit of a problem. And he's back to 4 pairs again, although, yeah. They're also middle pairs, so going Toy is a bit risky here. You could potentially call this, cut the 6 if you're feeling risky, but first reach of the game. It is a closed 7. There are only 2 of those left. One of those is going to be in Prospero's hand. It's unlikely to be played, one of which in the wall still. But it does slow Rise up, because he's now probably not going to be willing to discard a Dora into this. Slowed Aegon up. Although, admittingly, he didn't slow Aegon up, that actually can go into his hand. Oh, that is a great draw. Aegon has an Itsu draw here. Reach Itsu from Aegon, potentially. Waiting on the 4-7. Oh, Prospero is now showing Dora free, but doesn't have the East set anymore. I think Prospero is just defending out with this one. And Aegon, Reach Ipatsu Sumo Itsu. Hanneman, I think. Yeah, he's got Dora. That is a monster start from Aegon. And the Itsu was not only possible, it was just achieved. And that's clearly how simple it can be when you get that. Alright, I'm going to follow behind Rise here. So as I say, Rise Kaiser had the better hand, but Aegon's just developed out of nowhere, seemingly, without me really paying that much attention to it. What are we looking at here? Terminal heavy, 2 completed sequences from Prospero. Depending on how quickly he clears that up, though, that's going to be potentially a pretty nice hand. Third pair for Rise, who decides to take it at the moment. You can always just cut the ones and go for the all simples if he needs to as dealer for a quick repeat. And also one is safe to Aegon, which, again, probably not what he's thinking about with that at this stage. It's still worth keeping the pair over loose, isolated tiles. But it's always nice to have a couple of relatively safe tiles you can discard if somebody does do an early reach. Well, Aegon's waiting on a White Dragon to progress the hand. White Dragon Dora to become dealer. Looks pretty decent to me. Rise picks up pair number 4, and now decides to cut his... Okay, so he's cutting the ones here. So he's not going for a Chitoy, he's going for... or 7 pairs. He's going for more of the simples hand, so just the 2 to 8 focused hand here. And just cutting the extra pair is probably reasonable, even if that's not what he ends up going for. Also, if I'm distracting you by commentating on the game 5 minutes in the past, feel free to mute me. It is just for the benefit of the players actually playing. So, Pinfu Peiko potentially up top from Kaiser. 6, 7, 8 Sanchiku is technically doable as well. They'd probably have to cut the 9 for that, or just draw a lot of higher Sozu, which doesn't fall brilliantly for that. Prospero has... Did I just misread Prospero's hand? I thought he had 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 twice, but apparently not. Must have had double 3 and I just misread that. Slow, but he's now Ishanten. So, one away in last place with a Reach Pinfu for there. There's the 2 I was talking about. So Reach on the 5 gives him a 2-5 weight. That's reasonable. Alright, so 2-5 Pinfu, Reach Pinfu, and 1 Dora. Free Han. Aegon never got his White Dragon, is still... I mean, the hand's in place. That's a little unfortunate for Prospero, but I don't think anyone was discarding the 5s anyway against them. The direct middle tile here. There's still 3 winners for him. Well, 2 winners actually. He's got 1 in his hand. But nothing wrong with the hand building getting to that stage. Question obviously is anyone going to attack him for it? Two Suji, so I assume that's Rise just playing around things and hoping to progress. I mean, he's Ishanten as well. But there's a Sumo. And a Sumo 5-2. So that redresses the balance, puts him into second place, and we now move to Aegon. I got timed out on that white. Oh, did I miss the timeout there? Okay, you have to let me know so I can pause things if required. I didn't even see a white get discarded, but that's because I'm clearly not paying enough attention. I'm not used to commentating at full speed. That mean I ran out of time. Ah, okay, you actually ran out of time. Alright, that's your own time management then. I can't help you with that. Alright, this time we have a Dragon Dora, which is red this time. 1 in Kaiser's hand, and it's going to be 1 he's going to keep for the moment. Does have the pair of Easts, so he's got his Yakuhai set up if he can get that early enough. And I guess on that basis it's worth, taking the gamble on getting that dragon finished. Aegon closes the setup. What are we looking at here? That's a good draw from Prospero, also completing one of his melds. So Prospero not far off at all here, and he's drawn well. That's 2 useful draws in a row here, so doubled with that. Rise, though, gets the quick attack here. Reach, Pinfu, and that is all. 2-5. And Ipatsu as well. I mean, it's easy for me to say, looking at it, that could have been identified. There was a 3 and a 4 in the discards. But, of course, that could easily mean he doesn't want them at all, and that's him clearing the sequence out. Why would he then be waiting on a 2-5? But, again, defense is a very weird thing in this game a lot of the times. Aegon, however, still comes out of his dealer turn in the lead. And we're already in East 4. So, joining Kaiser in last place, 1,300 behind. 13,000 behind, sorry. And that is Yaku High grab for what's going to be a pretty quick hand. Obviously, Prospero is incentivized to get the quick win here to try and steal the dealership because he will take that on the win. And also, his hand's connected enough that he's likely to get some additional help with that. Kaiser, seeing the carnage opportunity here. Prospero decides to hold off. I mean, he's still got an isolated tile here, so maybe. He needs a pair. I guess technically he already has one, but you have to break up his potential double run to do this. And since all of them are about as valuable as each other, I guess it doesn't... Yeah, the 6-pin's fine at this point. That was the correct thing to get rid of. Gets his call here, and then he's going to break up presumably the Pinfu set or toss a dragon here. He needs a pair ultimately, so he could also toss 5. Gets rid of the green for the moment. If he had tossed 5, he'd have the pair of that where it's going to 4-7. Alright, Aiden calls. 9 so doesn't strictly help him towards a hand here. But he does have 2 Dora, so... I'm just trying to think what Aiden can get to now. So, because he called that 9, the terminal triplet, it's awkward for him to get a completed Yaku at this stage. He can go for all triplets, potentially, is his best bet, given the amount of pins he tiles in his hand here. Or final discard. There's not a lot he can do, really. He's now committed to either get a Yaku high or find ways to just build up pairs and triplets into his hand. Again, practice. Bringing out the practice is what that is. So a pair weight here from Kaiser. Obviously can't reach as he's made a call. 3 so and 4 pin. I'll tell you what though, Aiden, from his discards, looks as though he's in a big hand here. Two Sozu calls, no Sozu in his discard pile. It's a good bluff. I'll give it that. But that is unfortunate. I saw that the 3 versus 3 sequencing going on there. 1,500 only, dealer repeat, and we go again. Still looking pretty decent for Aegon here. Okay, nice starting hand, 1 completed sequence. Options there. Prospero, Alien Win, pair, 1, 2, 3, meld 2 pairs, and, well, actually 2 melds, 2 pairs. But no bonus tiles at this point, so he's going to have to reach or find some other definite Yaku. Rez's hand just seems to be improving with every draw. Pair of 7s. If he can fill any of those either of those closed weights, he's in good shape. And Aegon, Dragon and Dora looks like the route for him at this stage. Alright, Prosperous first goal. He probably won't take this because it's not a bonus tile for him. And would only commit him to having to make some awkward decisions in order to get a legal hand. Now that he's got the dragons pair, he's got a bit more leniency with this. Because as long as he completes that dragon pair, he can have anything called. And he's already completed that dragon set. Also, he's Tenpai. So 4 pin north for a dragon only to become dealer. Not the most valuable hand, but, you know, dealer, you get more points as dealer. So it is generally a good idea to make yourself a dealer if you can, and to prevent other people from being it if you're not. That made sense in my head somewhere. Meanwhile, Kaiser's building up towards Tanyo Pinfu, but still a couple away, I think, here. T5 swap? T5 swap. Functionally, he doesn't change his hand. What he does here, that is a deal in. But obviously, the tiles towards the middle are more likely to be dangerous than the tiles towards the edges of the numbers sequencing. So, that is fine. 1,000 points. And Prospero is now the dealer, and we enter the south round. 4 hands to go. Kaiser has a horrible start. I mean, one sequence T3-4, and you could argue that he just has to draw a couple of dragons to get there, but he has to draw a couple of dragons to get there, and also the greens are diametrically opposed, pair in each of two players' hands, so they're both going to get stuck for them. That being said, I'd much prefer to have Riichi's hand in this position than Kaiser's, but that is unfortunately the way things go from time to time. Or he could just, say, the mono strat would work quite well from here. Mono always, as a starting move, if he's got anything that even has a hint of potentially getting a Kokushi, start the game like that and see what happens. But even with 2 more terminals, the maths is not in his favour for finishing a Kokushi here. So, completely correct to not try for it. But I'm just seeing Agen's hand is pretty much ready. Rise again, he's going to be stuck by the green dragons a little bit. This is going to depend on if Agen can finish those last 2 pieces of his hand up here. So obviously the 3-5 sequence here and his double extended bit here. 6 pin gives him pair 6, 7, 8, and then waiting on a 2-5. So cut the 3 or the 9 from that position, and he's on the 3-6 weight. So yeah, he shan't turn for Agen. Although that is now double dragon for Kaiser. Again, the red might actually happen, but he's not greedy. He sees the whites are dead, so no chance of getting the Shosangen, Daisangen, Yakuman related nonsense here. But the good news for him, I suppose, from that perspective, is if he ends up in the double dragon weight, that's life for him. If he needed the green to progress, then that was going to be a problem with Rice having the other pair. Alright, Agen doing a bit of shifting around. Prospera's still got a bit of way to go here. He's now in the position of having 3 pairs when he doesn't really need them. But he can always cut the 1s, potentially move this into Tanyo over time. That's now 4 pairs, and he really doesn't need that. So here he'd probably cut the 1. In fact, he's going for that. I suppose this opens him up to Chitoitsu. But with 4 of the tiles rather being middle, it's unlikely that you're going to make an awful lot of progress on that. But who knows. Agen's picked up double Dora, and has been breaking his hand apart, I can see. But, yeah. So this is what I meant by sort of the double dragon situation here. Kaiser assumes he's going to get one of these 2 at some point, and therefore he can call anything else, and knowing his hand's going to be legal at some stage. Thankfully, that's a useful draw for Agen, so that puts him... should have gone for the 8 pin, but I think Agen's trying to defend against other potential hands here, and he knows 8's safe to Kaiser. So Agen's going defensive early. Prospero Izzy Shanten for pairs. Yeah, Agen's just full on defense at this stage. And he's actually achieved it. Unfortunately, 4 and 5 and then are not great weights for this. They're all available for sumo, presumably, though. You can see 1. So play the 4 and... plays the 5 instead, actually. So this is the other trap of Chitoitsu that you can potentially do. Just be in the tile that is obvious on the off chance it gets played. But, Prospero and Chitoi wait. East might have been a better thing if he hadn't discarded 1. Can't win off a tile he's discarded. Also, Agen now got a pair of reds here, those pair of greens. Rise doesn't actually care about the dragons, they're just his pair in his hand. He needs a 2 pin. Which looks like still 2 in the wall. But obviously, Prospero's not going to play his unless he decides to fold them out. Objectively, North would have been 1 out. Actually, 1 out from North. 2 out North, now 2. Okay. The ideal thing to be waiting Chitoi on is a alien wind tile that nobody else really wants. But where there's already 1 out. 6 is fine to discard here, I think. You could upgrade this to Sananko, but there is a Sumo. Reach Sumo Dora. Oh, we've got an Itsu as well. That's 2 Itsus I've seen so far. They are definitely possible. I don't know who tells me they're not. Alright, so with that, big hand from Rise puts him a couple of 3,000 points away from Agen. And that is a good starting hand. So, we talk about Toitoi and how you don't generally go for it in a lot of cases. This might be a hand where we push it. Triplet, 3 pairs. Admittedly, the 6s are the problem because they're not likely to be discarded by people in the early game. But... also he's got Dora. If he pairs up Fedora, then you just go straight for whatever you end up getting with here, but I'd be inclined to call almost anything from this hand. If nothing else, it puts pressure on other people. Aegon has the Khan of 2 pins available, but his hand is a bit of a mess up than that, which is why he's presumably held off. He's also in the lead, so it's questionable as to whether he wants to add more value into this game by adding Dora. Okay, Prospero picks up the pair of South. South obviously is the round win now, so that's the bonus tile for everybody as opposed to East, as it was earlier. Rise has given up on the Dora plan. Largely because these are connected, I think, but I don't think they're... maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to get a reach of some sort. Any reach, although maybe keeping the 4 in that basis would be better than going there, cut the 3, go for that side of things. He can always cut the triplet down to a pair if he needs to for the last pair, if he were to draw, say, 7-7. But I'd have probably been inclined to try and keep Dora as dealer. At least you know where it is. Mind you, if he has to get rid of it at a later point, then it is going to be more risky the later he discards it. So again, there is justifiable logic both ways. Kind of interest. Huh, okay, that's a problem. I can spoil myself on what the actual point score is currently. Because the ongoing matches screen tells me in real time what the point scores are between people. So I've just spoiled myself on this particular game. That's unfortunate. Alright, South though called for Prospero. Ishanten for a South-only hand, by the look of it. Five pair position now for Rise. Unfortunately, all of them are middle with the exception of the 8. 8's actually a pretty good Chitoi tile. There's 1 out there. So 2 remaining in the wall that he can grab, and it's also possible somebody will discard it. Unfortunately, from Rise's position for that specific hand, Aegon has the pair of them. And that is the deal in from Aegon, which I knew was going to happen, unfortunately, because I looked at the point score. 2,000 points for Prospero. So, nice little pickup, and the gap is down to 300 points. And I'm not going to be looking at the tournament manager anymore. Alright, South 3, Aegon. He needs 1 good hand as dealer, and he's probably should be able to ride that out to the end of the game for a victory. It's a little awkward to get some value here, but if you can at least... Oh, I mean, I say that. He's got 2 melds already. 2 melds in a pair. If he pairs up either of these, he's in business. But even if he just discards them and goes for a normal Pinfy style hand, I mean, yeah, okay. Another pair done. Oh, no. 9 is probably a miss. I hope that's a misclick, because you either get rid of the East green or you get rid of the 4-3 in this position and just commit to helping the tiles out. That is an unfortunate mistake from Aegon. Kaiser's hand looks pretty decent. Tanpin and Ipeko potentially. You could even go for Chinitsu here. His point gap is 9-6. Chinitsu Mungan would be enough to overhaul this. And I think, yeah, that is exactly what he's gone for now. So, full flush, plus Tanyo is Hanneman. And he doesn't particularly need the Tanyo, he just wants the flush. Aegon accuses people of overkill at the moment, so something's happened. We'll find out in about 5 minutes. Yeah, if Aegon had played the 4 instead of the 9, he'd be Shantin at the moment and just outright saying rude. Oh boy. Have I left head bump on? Is Atanahani on, if somebody can tell me? Because I didn't intend it to be. Yeah, it's going to be awkward for Kaiser to finish, but it is a big value hand if it's going to be... Not that. Okay, fair enough. well, now we're just looking at things. Yeah, okay, so that's the first tile Kaiser's been able to call for his Chinitsu, and now he is 2 away from a big value hand.
Riichi.
There's the Reach. Called by Kaiser. So, reaching on a pair weight, 2-9, 1-9 played, 1-9 in Prosperous hand he's unlikely to do much with. And that is Tenpai, 5-2 Sozu weight for Kaiser. Toy is... Oh, wow, that's a huge hand if he goes for the Toy side of it as well. Being in a free 7 weight, though, yeah, no, I could, yeah. I can understand that. It adds 2 points to it, but he's already... That puts Hanneman to Byman, which, to be fair, is not an insignificant increase, but I can understand going for the more definite thing there. Oh, Wagon's timed out on a... Okay, fine. Again, I can't do much about it, because that's 5 minutes ago, but... Yeah, 4 played because it's safe. Staying in. And there it is. That is the full flush with a Tanyo. 12,000 points. Kaiser takes the lead going into his final dealer turn. Kaiser with... basically needs to get out of this hand. Now... All last is not a thing that exists on this mode because, again, people complained and wanted it to be more dynamic. So if Kaiser wins, he does have to repeat, meaning that he has to defend his 3,400 point gap from somebody else getting a win or an abortive draw or a draw state happening. Obviously, he would win a draw state regardless, as long as he's not in Tenpai for it. Sorry, he would still have the points lead if there was a draw state and he wasn't in Tenpai, is what I mean from that. So... potential things, but obviously do you gamble on that versus somebody getting a finished hand, especially when you've got a double Dora and very nice Ryan Peiko potential start here. Ryan Peiko, 2 double sequences. What are we looking at for point gap here? So Egan is second. Prospero needs about 5,000 points to move up the position, and Rise needs that big Honitsu he's currently building up to work. I mean, Dragon South 9. If he can toy that as well, that might be something. This could be an entertaining finish. I say there are stakes for all players at this stage, especially with what Rise is building. If you can pair up Adora, then there's going to be a lot more potential chances for this. Chitoi Honitsu, potentially. But here comes the Tenpai. So it's Reach on a 6-9 pin, and that is immediately dealt in. Unfortunate. Not much Rise can do up at that point. He needs to fight for points. Dealer Hanneman. Rise falls to negative points. I don't think this ends the thing at the moment. No, it does end the thing. Clearly, I have meant to have busting out also off because that's how it was before, but that's fine for this stage. You did, and absolutely nothing wrong with what you did there, in my opinion. It's what you had to do. Alright, I am going to prepare for a match, and I'm going to put myself in, I think, because I haven't done so previously here. Demo is in because he was waiting for the last one. Or should be. Random seats on. And then I need to find some dice, don't I? Where have all my dice gone? I used to have a stack of dice here. There we go, I have a box of dice. Alright, we're going to D3 this, and then we're going to 50-50 it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a 5, so that is you. Odds are Aegon, evens are Prospero. Evens. Ooh, I'm an... Ooh, let me tag in. I'm only opening the client now, though. Carol, you can't tag in. I just literally rolled off for this. Online Mahjong is stressful. I can understand that. That's not a problem. Yes, that's Prospero in. Okay, let's start this. Let's get this started and let's see how it goes. Good luck to all. We begin. Again, I wasn't expecting you to turn up, Cairo, and also we don't have enough for a second table as of yet. If we do get to that point, though, let me know and I will absolutely post it. But yeah, okay, let's see if I can get back into online Mahjong, stressful though it might be. Okay, so we have a 789 Sanch Q as a potential opening gambit. We have North as well. I guess we're going for a Chanter here. And we'll see how it goes. We've got Dora as well. If in doubt, commit early. Commit early, it confuses everybody. Okay, well, we can still get the Sanch Q out of this. We still need a pair ultimately somewhere down the line. Hopefully, during number 7 would be useful there. Or Prospero plays a 7 and we get the Sanch Q Chanter that way. Wrong 7? Or wrong player anyway. East does nothing for me. So the downside of doing this early push is that I have committed now to a very awkward hand. The very limited set of tiles, but... But if we do pull this off, this is, I mean, open Sanch Q, open Chanter, Dora 1. It's still free hand. Free hand's worth it.
Chi.
Single weight on the free so. Let's go. Or the 7 pin, potentially. Thank you, Kara. If I didn't have Dora from... I don't have a thing for doing it, so we are going to play 6-man here. Alright, put the early siege trap in for that 7 pin we're going to need later down the line. You never know, somebody might. Can you not? Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, the person's hidden on the channel, so I think that works. It's just hidden is effectively banned. Fair enough. It is, but I guess it's telling you what it's actually doing, so we can go with that. Anyway, we're 10 pi for not much value. On a 7 pin. But, you know, this is what we do. We commit early, and then the dealer makes a call, and then things go wrong. Wish I'd have kept the 9s, but we got the pair of these first, so... And it'll only be 1 additional harm. There's a lot of middle Pinzu coming out, weirdly. A lot of high Pinzu as well. Feels like this isn't an impossible thing to get played, but... But we're going to deal into Rise's manga before we start with that. Dragon, triplets, red 5, Mungan. Alright, 12k down. And the disadvantage of going for the early calls has been revealed. Still, we are rewarded, sort of, with a double Dora starting hand and 2 melds, so... And a dragon, so, you know, clearly not being punished that hard. You're probably going Honitsu for this. Although we don't have a lot we can extend into, but yeah. I don't know why I played the East, actually. Why did I play the East? Doesn't matter. Somebody else's problem. The table's problem, actually. Useful. Okay. Dragon for Tempai. Yeah, we'll take it. As far as I'm aware, reasonably good. But we'll let them talk about that.
Can't.
No Rinchan for me.
No.
And a deal in as well. We're on a start here, aren't we? Alright, Hanneman deal in. 700 points remaining. Can't reach. Let's go. Alright. So without reach, we now got to consider our options a bit more carefully here. We're going to have to actually hit some Yaku here on the way through. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. What do you... It's fine. It's still an East 1. I have the entire time to come back in this. Besides which, I'm going to give Prospero a Hanneman before we move on with this game. Gotta be fair. Okay, that's not working. Given the need for actual Yaku, the sound is terrible. But we'll try and keep the North pair if we can. And see if we can build up to a Honitsu or an Itsu. Honestly, best plan. Or just not reach with anything, because of course we can't. I will do my best to remain in the game for 3 minutes for Kyrol's benefit. Alright, Honitsu it is. Might go full Chinitsu here, because given the... Oh, okay, fair enough then. We're still going to do it. There is no such thing as defense for almost 700 points. And any sumo eliminates me. Would like to get some help anytime soon.
Pong.
Okay, we're still in the game. We're still in the game. We've been through Red 5 and Ura. Rise takes a commanding position. But hey, we're one turn away from our deal. Actually, no, this is our dealer turn now. Well, this is going to be harder to make definite Yaku out of, but we got no bonus tile. We got Adora. Right, one is down. So this stage we're literally just trying to build towards pin through with this. Maybe cut the Eternals, go for a tick, Hope and Tanyo. I basically need enough points that I can actually do something. Actually play Riichi. You know what, let's get rid of it now. It's going to be a problem if we don't. Maybe Impossible Hands are a way back. We can get a Mungan out of that, right? I mean, I've still got 4 in hand. Just 12 more to go. It is a hand that is absolutely impossible, but it is a winner if we can pull that off. It's impossible. I've seen evidence that it's not, but it is impossible. Honestly, we might just be going Cheetoy now. Yeah, we are just going Cheetoy, I think. It's our best way to get a legal hand out of this one. Can't reach, unfortunately, which would be our shortcut to Hanneman in most circumstances. And we've already started north, so even that's not likely to work, but, you know. 1 red. Could have kept it, but it's Dragon's unlikely. We could also Toy this, potentially, if we needed to. At this stage, I just have to worry about legal hands a bit more. No, now it is impossible. I've discarded the 7 and the 2 pin, so that doesn't help. Oop, and my game was frozen. Okay. Huh. Well, safe tile. There's A1, A3 played. There's A8 pin played. But you don't play defense on 700 points. No one Cairo wants the game. I've got 5 more draws to actually get to 10 by, otherwise I lose anyway. Fair enough. The game's still on. I just need to, you know, not lose now, which is the problem. If I can avoid losing now, I can stay in this game. One more call for Tenpai. The single cop. Oh! Tenpai! Alright, no Yaku, but it's fine. We don't need a Yaku, we just need to be in Tenpai. Hold on. Yeah, sure. I can reach again! I can play the game! Alright. Probably, but you know. Alright, I'll still take that even if that is what's happened. So what you've learned is that free tile draw is the answer to every single situation, and stacking pairs is extremely useful if you can do it. Okay. Right, well, we're still in big trouble here, and I don't really have a hand that I can do much with, and 2 Easts have gone as well, so... I mean, we're a dealer, so as long as we can keep winning, the comeback is on still, so we just have to actually complete hands now. I mean, technically everything's great. I mean, the number of times I would want a free tile draw and just some tiles into the table, yeah, no. It appeals. Okay, so we need to get one of these closed things finished. And just go for a Riichi Pintu and see if we can earn some points that way. Come on, 7-pin. North is not helping. Yeah, so leaning into the Tanyo to allow us to call. Also, 7-pin is far more useful than 7-men in terms of getting the hand developed. So, and of course, that's what we draw. Fine. We're still going to lean into what we've drawn. And start calling for a Tanyo now that we're into the mid-game. Okay, not the worst thing to happen there. 2 away. Hoping Prospero helps us out here, or that our draws are favourable. One of those 2 things has to happen. Well, that's 1. Unfortunately, we're overcalled. Which I had the pleasure of doing in a real-life game, which was... Oh, dear. Well, that's my dealer turn done. Technically, I earned 1,500 points through my dealer turn, so it's technically a successful dealership. This comeback's looking a little more dodgy as this game goes on, not gonna lie. But hey, East 4. Well, yes, okay, but usually comeback Yakuten would be getting to the lead again, but you know, I do agree. Okay. I like to take small victories. This is true, and sometimes that's all we can get here. But, you know. Aegon wanted the greatest comeback since Lazarus, and, well, that doesn't help. But, you know, that's going to suggest I need to take 50,000 points off Rise. And also not let Demo destroy us either. Okay. Slight progression. Do I just get Tanya here? I kind of don't want it because I want to keep both Doras potentially as an option here. And since that is on the edge and Dora's on the one side, I want to keep that as a potential route to victory. Most likely we are going to toss this one at some stage, maybe up in the 2-5 pair weight, but if we can take the Dora, we probably should align so that we still can. And hey, you never know, we got a possible Itsu draw on now, so Carnage. Carnage giving me Dora free. Well, it's not that plan. We take Dora free. Fortunately, with 2 7s called, that's now got to be committed to my pair. And we only win on one side of that now, with non-Dora side. There's problems, but could be worse. Right, stop playing the 4s. I need one of those. Ha. Oh, this is going to be a pivot. Probably too late. Let's try it anyway. Actually, can we even do this? Is there even enough left? Maybe. Maybe. Need that 5, man. Tanya Dora lots. Okay. It's fine. Somebody's gonna play a 5, they're gonna have to, and then we stay in. Clearly that's the plan here. 3-6 from Prospero? Nope. North doesn't help. Okay, we're out. I was about to say, any sumo probably kills us as well here, but I think that's going to get away with that one. And hey, we can still reach. Maybe there was just no sense in that pivot, but oh well. Once we commit to nonsense, we go full in. Okay. I mean, this is a pretty good conventional hand, so that's how we'll play this one. And just hope the reach pays off, because otherwise we're not going to get another one. Nice. So I'd like to pair up the 2 of the 8 at this point, get rid of the other one, and hope to get the Keepake on this next draw. Okay, that means it's marginally more likely to go that way round than the up way round, so... Guess it strictly doesn't make that much difference because we still need the pair here, so... Maybe that was irrelevant. Still want us to keep the 8-pin draw, even though that's probably the set we get rid of. Although now we've made double... it's fine. It's fine. Not going to agonize. That's a reasonable draw for this situation as well. Let's cut the 9-7. And have regrets later. Also, we have Carnage available again, so there's that. Okay. Did he cheat my pivot here? I think we do. Dora. Freeze are pretty walled. It's pretty walled off though, so that was the only way that happened. 9 does nothing for us.
Riichi.
Take the pair away. Well, that is unfortunate. And also we're back to the position of not being able to reach again. But we have a triplet of Souths, so we're not okay for this round. No. If we're doing anything with this, it's going to be Honitsu.
Kan.
Okay, Shanten. It's an argument we could take it, but that forces us to discover Dora down the line, so we are not pivoting from that. Same with this to a certain extent. Again, we could take the Tenpai on the free, maybe we need to, but...
Boom.
No, we need this small bit of value. See, now we can take it.
Boom.
Thank you, Rise. All right. Let's try this again. I now have points to reach again. This time we're 3,000. Still basically on the edge, but we don't lose to a draw state anymore. Pair of Souths in the South round sitting South. Perfect. Also, if we draw a 6, we're going Doko. There's no doubt about it. This hand is decided. Okay, Prospero with a useful pawn. We have to keep this game going for so ridiculously long to get to the win at this point. It's kind of silly, but we'll do what we can. Worst comes to it, South Door 1 is okay as a starting point. Sure. Maybe there's an argument to go triplets there, but we haven't got the South established. And I would like to incorporate this Dora somehow. Arguably more useful than 4. Potentially Sanchku. Sure, let's lean into this Sanchku line. Okay, it's East only, so it's not that many points, but we're going to have to start going for this Sanchku now. I can still call South. Not liking that my turns are getting skipped. Not liking that either, but I guess it keeps the game going. Hey, technically I'm 2,900 away from a 4 comeback. Much, much further away from the 3rd place comeback. Alright. This is significantly... maybe it's not. I guess it's forced Honitsu, if it's anything. But then we're drawing things for the Sanchiki side of it, so... Let's see where it goes. Get rid of do the normal things and see where we are after that. Honestly, it's still probably going to be correct to get rid of these bits and go for a Pinzu hand of some sort, but hey, if we keep drawing Pinzu tiles, that's just going to happen, so possibility on the cards.
Pum.
Shinitsu Sananko. Be nice.
Pun.
Double carnage, potentially. We did a lot for this, but... But we are slowly getting this. What, 3 calls and we're there? If we draw number 9, then this hand has a lot of potential options that I like, but all unlikely. But I do. No. We'll see. I'd like it to be, but you know, a lot has to happen, including Prospero not winning now, and 5-6 passing him. Well, 6 probably would. The 5 passing Prospero. But we're going to take the Chinitsu chance. Done it, Rise. Alright. Good news. I can still reach. I can still reach. I can still come back. I think this isn't the worst. Not bad at all, given what we need. It's not going to be valuable, but... But we were always going to have to power enchant our way to victory, I think. Do we keep that? Cut the one, Tanyo it, and just see... Would like to incorporate Vidora, obviously, but if not, we'll probably discard it next. Mind you, it's close weight versus close weight. I prefer the close weight with Vidora. We're going to end this quickly. Just get that 1,000 points and start the Renshans. If we can calm the 8, obviously, we will. If we can calm anything else on the way through, we will. But, yeah, our path to victory lies in just completely shutting down everybody else's winning chances by winning quickly. Alright, Tenpai.
Pun.
So 2-man safe to Rise. The only reason I've moved back into it, but... Heh. Yeah, that's funny. Mind you, with the Pawns, I wouldn't have necessarily got that one anyway. Wrong 2. I mean, that 2 is now very isolated. Feels like it's a good... Feels like it's a good weight. but I can't turn down that. It's a strict upgrade. There. Well, that is Rise Domination. And the payment for those Hanneman are coming in, I expect, in very, very soon. Nah, that is well played. 63k. And of course that was only South 3, South 4. Yeah, it's the end of my chances, but you know. Alright. Yeah. Let's go. We're only a million miles away from it. We can make it somehow work. It's surely going to become impossible, but you know. We're just building up our chi soy in advance. It's all good. I mean, objectively, a 32k direct hit does beat Rise, so playing to my outs, I guess? Yeah, no, I also get it. This nonsense is already going too far. Right, there's only one east left. I doubt it's going to go on for that long. This is almost certainly last hand. Well, unless Demo goes on a bit of a rampage. Reach it is. Well, we're safe against that for the moment. The 9-pin's gone? 9-pin's gone. Yeah, okay, so my hand is actually dead. In which case, we don't have to worry about this. Yeah, I could have noticed the 9-pins were gone earlier, actually, but it's fine. Gonna end due to the no turn penalty, aren't we? No, we're now to 4 pairs again. But it's very, very late game. No benefit in going for that one, and we've got a safe tile, so... Okay, no 10, and that will be it, and I end on 200, but I survived the game! So I'll take that, which I wasn't necessarily expecting to do so. But, yeah, that is negative 39. Well laid, Rise. As I say, I'm expecting my payment for that initial Hanneman at some point, but we'll worry about that when it happens. Alright, Kyrol, Rigadan both go in. I would like to join, and if Aegon wants in, he has priority, I think, over this one. Nope. Apparently it didn't fix that. Well, Aegon's not here, so I'm going to odds-evens it in a moment. Alright, odds for Demo, evens for Prospero. Nope, and the dice falls off the table. And it's odd, so Demo. Alright, random seats on. Good luck all. I hope I've had this again. It's alright. I just wanted to give you the offer because obviously you were waiting from the last one. Right, so if I can avoid dealing into Hanneman hands twice in a row, I think the rest of the game I was fine. I at least more or less broke even. So that's the kind of mindset we need to keep on with this. Never? Hardly ever. Alright, let's see how this goes for us. We have one door in our opening hands, one completed set. Toss a North out. Oh god, I got the random voices on which I hadn't registered I had. Oh well, we'll try and fix that later. Alright, Dragon for rebound. Well, don't gamble for Mahjong, I think is the general plan. Alright, double dragon then. So, 2,000 points. He's tossed that. We know there's only 3 door he could possibly have. Probably not a Mungan hand. Probably, though, reasonable-ish. As dealer, anyway, so... Gamble more or gamble better. That's certainly the plan. Learn how to free tile draw. That's clearly the answer. Watch more Tetsuya. That's clearly the best way to go about it. Or failing that, learn how to do magical Mahjong and watch Saki instead. One of those two things should work for you. Alright, what's us the west here? Still a little awkward, but... I mean, clearly you're only one win away. Law of Averages says eventually you've got to win back all of those losses. That's totally how it works, right? That's not gambling addiction at all. It's just how it works, right? All things eventually trend to equilibrium. Something like that. Kyrol double deals in, 8 and 8, and one of those is a big hand, Honitsu. And just 1,000 over there, but I think this is the one he cares about. Or gamble for the box, clearly. Alright, Riichi with the win. Remains dealer. We have double Dora in our opening hands. One completed set. Double pair. This is looking pretty decent, actually. If we can clear that close weight in fast. It's just a case of incorporating this 9 somewhere. Oh dear. It happens. Look, as long as you don't deal into a second Hanneman, then you're fine. It's the first one that's your first one you're safe on. The second one's going to be a problem now. That's a good draw. So potentially Ipeco bits and pieces on there. Can pair up either of these, that'd be useful as well. Red Dragon does nothing for us. Thorman would be extremely useful right now, just saying. Two? That's not a 4. God, what do we do here? We should probably go the more pin 2-y style route. We don't have a pair established yet, though. We just lost a 5 here. Roulette, that's your problem. You're gambling with the wrong things. I mean, what are you going to win? 37 boxes? Or however many the roulette probability is? Nice. Maybe I should just toss the 9 at this point, but...
Riichi.
We'll take the pair weight that's not that good.
Riichi.
That's probably a better reach. On 0, I have 36 boxes. Well done! Let it ride. 36 times 36. What is that offhand? Also, is there somewhere you can trade boxes for actual currency? Or are we going to have to make our own currency around the box-based economy? Is this how boxing started? Is somebody going to play a Tuso into the safe discard? Sounds like a plan. Sumo! Reach Sumo no Mi. Almost no value, but hey, I get my reach stick back, I get another one, and we're into a reasonable second place. And we've got dealer. Okay, double Dora in my dealer turn. Let's see what we can do. Take our isolated 4 for the moment and see if we can build up around the rest.
Boom.
6 pins useful. Pair of 9s. Not necessarily building towards Chitoy, it's just incidentally trying to dodge other things, but Chitoy would be fine here. Chitoy Doradora. Problem is all my tiles are middle, unfortunately, as opposed to what I want to be waiting on, but nothing in my discards would actually be better if I was holding it for that, with the possible exception of the 8-so. Yeah, let's go. It's a little silly, but toy toy. Nope, only partial regrets. We still have to go toy toy. Means we're going to have to play 5, 6, 7 at some stage.
G. 롱. 이야 와르네. 하그. 너라니.
It's fine. But yeah. Always the risk going into toy toy is that you're going to end up in those sorts of positions. Because it is, unfortunately, a very aggressive hand. Still, we had 2 Dora. I felt that I knew where the value was, so that's fine. Unfortunately, red 5s are on, which is something that I don't think I had on originally last time we were doing this, but... But it is fine. Where's the start? Alright, Hanneman Gap. Possibly Mahjong time. But officially answered no.
ボン。
ドラちゃん、悪いね。
Okay, Chitoy. That's a little unfortunate. That is the third Itsu I've seen, and I've had no opportunities for any of them. Clearly, the hand knows what's up. But hey, I'm up into second, so we'll take that. Alright, Dora and stuff. Okay, so probably just a standard reach pin through here. Need to establish a pair somewhere. Hopefully get rid of this 8-9 on that side. Get Tanyo in as well. Okay, I complained a little while ago, but the possible Itsu is on.
Pawn.
Every time. Except when it isn't that time, of course. But it's every time when I feel like it is every time. Alright, let's get rid of this.
Pawn.
So, E-Peiko potentially with Tudora. So T5 might also be pretty decent, given that the calls have been thus far. T's also safe tile to that. But, we have to get the last one. Well, that'll do.
Riichi.
Reach Tanyo 2. Wrong 2.
No.
And there's the hit. Reach Tanya 2. And as we have a triplet, that is Mangan. Okay, back in range. Early dragon calls, yeah. Might not take the dragon, we might see about other things, but dragon become dealer seems reasonable here. Banish days, we do have Toy Toys a potential upside for it, so. But that being said, we just got into that, so. Yeah, get rid of one of our too many pairs. Okay. 6-pin would be nice. No, it's also not bad.
Pong.
10 on the 6-pin. We'll see if we can improve that as we go, but. That'll do. Yeah, strictly doesn't matter. Of course, freeze Dora, so I guess I haven't really massively improved things. Let's go doubt the Dora's going to come out of anybody, but if they're in the wall, we can draw them. And if we draw 5-6, we can snake this way up to a Sanchiki potentially. Okay, 10k down. And that is a very, very shiny hand with a white dragon pair. This is a comeback hand now. Oh, double Dora bread as well. This is Dora 4.
ポン
Alright, we need to finish this any way we can. Which ultimately is just get the white dragon and hope to get a 4-man, ultimately. But we could potentially pair things up. 7 is interesting. That gives us Toy as options. But we'd have to play the double Dora to get around it. But this is fine. Yeah, even if we get the white dragon, we play this double Dora. And we just go for that big reach.
ポン
Yeah, play the double Dora. We're in.
リーチ
I'm gonna say no calls here. With Dora 3, with Dora 2, White Dragon, we go in.
「つもいいね
Oh, the speed.
つもドラ
Nothing doing against that, unfortunately. Makes our job at getting first a little harder. Given how fast the down hand was, you got off lightly. West. North is not helping me right this second. Six, 7, 8 Sanchki,
リーチ
which is our hand's high end, but we've already now been put under some pressure for that. We'll dodge for a bit. Carping up a win off Rigadon would be most ideal for us, but if we can pivot into something. Well, that's one. Is this worth attacking with? Well, we're going to be brave and we're going to see how this goes. We need 2 more. But Riichi Sanchikyu is Mungan. Could you not have taken the win of Rigadon? Okay. Yeah, we did dealt in on the way through to get to that hand, so we got let off as well. Alright, 10k gaps all round. Pair of Beasts in the south round as usual. Needing a Mungan Sumo. And some help. We'll hold on to the free pin. Let's get rid of the dragons for now. We got this as our pretty secured, safe tiles if we need to back out of anything, but we need to start asking the question and trying to get ourselves towards a Mungan here somehow. It's unfortunate that we got the 5 after that, but it's fine. Alright, Carol going for Renchans. As he is more than entitled to try. Okay, pair of 5s. I guess that means we've got a backup for the alien wind pair. Let's go for a 1-2 toss. Pair of 9s. So again, with one too many pairs, we can obviously toss the East if we need to, and hopefully we draw a 7, which removes this one from the equation anyway. The Dora, though, is getting isolated, which means we're going to have to play it soon. Oh, we're helping out Carol's Tanyo. Possible Sozu Honitsu. We're staying out of it. If it's Sozu Honitsu, Live West was probably not the greatest of plans, but it's more likely to want to be on the East. Whether he is or not is another matter. I'm probably going to have to cut out of the 8-9 and just, unfortunately, fold out here. Because dealer with 2 calls, we're just going to lose points against him, which is going to have to hope Brigadier then takes the gamble. Or he needs to, especially. And of course, that is about the 3rd time today that I have broken up and out an edge weight and drawn the 3rd tile for it immediately. Oh dear. Huh. Well, now what do we do? So Carl, I think, did have the pair of Easts sent from that, because that would be why he's playing a live one. Thinks it's safe, and I unfortunately had the other pair. Can I call that? What happens if I call that? No. Tempting, but no. Wouldn't necessarily go into that had we have played on, but there we are. I believe this bust out because it did last time. No, it didn't. This is all last. So I've got a weird hybrid of the settings. I need to work that out actually and just confirm things, but we carry on. What if it meant I could have reached on 700? I think I could have reached on 700, I'm just realising. Darn this stupid rule set that I've clearly made and forgotten how it works. I need a Hanneman basically to get anywhere near him, and I'm not. I mean, Sanjiku can get me there. Actually, if I can get to Sanjiku, Pinfu, stuff and things, this is potentially the only route I've got that works. Shift a 6 for a 9, go for Junchan Sanjiku. Hanneman is possible from here, it's just immediately he's going to go for a finished hand, because of course he would. I'm going to gamble on eventually getting what I want, so what I need. Play to the outs as always, but we'll try and dodge him, but it's, yeah. For us, we need to draw 2 so 2 pin and a 9 swap, and also have a pair somewhere. That actually is useful. Yeah, that's fine. Now we got the pair sorted out. Alright, so playing to our outs now means Rishanten for Reach. Not Pinfu, unfortunately, but Reach and... We need that 6-9. If we can get a 9 now, the 1-9 that remains. That's an 8. Beyond that, though, 2-pin is the critical bit of this. 2-pin or TSO.
ドラちゃん
ポン
悪いね
Alright, well, that's a big Dora hand from Demo and a big Dora hand from Chiral. And that's also the last 9. So our optimal hand is devalued. We draw a 2-pin here, we're going to be quite happy. But TCSO's already gone as well, so maybe I need the TCSO more than that. Doesn't matter, we're going to play on. South does not help me. There's now only one TSO remaining, and that is a pickup for Demo.
トンドラさん
Picks up the Dealer Mungan. Functionally doesn't change too much, but just gives us a full reset on things. So we still need that Hanuman. We have a Khan. And we're probably inclined to use it reasonably early, but we won't use it on the first discard. We will instead try and get something here. South or west would be nice. More Pinzu would be nice. Head up the souths, so getting there.
Can.
Oh, that was a good card draw. Correct decision was made. Alright, Conceal Honitsu is Mangan. Plus south for 1, plus west for Hanuman. It's doable.
Pong.
No, we will call the south if it comes up, I think. Grr. All I did was give a bunch of doors.
ドラマンガン
Maybe my carnage is not helping. Because all I've done is upgraded both of Demo's hands the last couple of games. Oh well. It's fine. We're still on the Hanuman plan. Although this seems the least likely of our hands to get there. I would have done too. Honestly, it was absolute domination, sir. And well done. Now we are watching the demo actually make the comeback that I was unable to do. Dora. There's a marginal chance that the outside bit of this matters, but I think we're just going to be pinned through here. Anyway, reach pin through 1 and just take the second place. Because now we need to concern ourselves with that. I could have kept that and potentially walked it down, but I need so much to get this to anything like Jin Chanter, so we're just going to assume 7s and go. That is fine. I'm fairly certain I owe you 2 cookies from forever ago, so I am fairly certain we are at equilibrium for that. Meanwhile, Riichi. Riichi, Pinfu, Doradora. Direct Mungan I don't think's enough, but... But we just have to draw a 4 or 7, of which there are presumably 6 around. Oh, if he's attacking, direct hits are possible. There we go, direct hit. I don't, unless I get 2 Ura, this isn't going to be enough. And in fact, I didn't even get that far. 7-7. It's a good points haul, but it's not quite enough to take the lead. I needed the Mungan, and I just didn't quite get, not quite close enough. It was fine. It was my best hope, and honestly, the previous 2 hands was all about trying to build that Hanneman, because that's what I needed for Sumo, really, and yeah. Ah, dear. Good games all. I'm happy to play one more, so I do what I do. Absolutely, you made that was a great comeback attempt. That was honestly a great comeback attempt. Certainly better than my one. I just managed to break even with mine. Alright, so we have Prospero, we have myself, we have Demo, do we have one more? For my league game, had a game, I was about to start, and there I've been around to run it. Okay. Yeah, go deal with that if you need to, Carol, don't worry about us. I mean, to be fair, I think Demo's side of it was only 1,000. I think it was the Mungan on the other side that was really the problem. But yeah, unfortunate. Well, if nobody's going to jump in, I'll add an AI. I'll add an AI if I have to, but would prefer not to. But if nobody is around, that's fine. We'll just play as is, and that'll be our last game for tonight. Yeah, fair. Well, you know the rules, no looking to the computer. But this will be the last game of tonight. We'll see how it goes. Would like to win one of these, but it's going to be a tough order against Demo. And of course an AI doing completely bizarre things to our right as well. Yeah, start east. No worries, sir. It's all good. We're going to watch this easy AI dominate us now, and then all be right with the world. Or wrong with it. One or the other. Okay. I'm going to cut this one for now. Another 8's doing nothing for me. What rank am I? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm literally master first rank, and I'm on my height. And to be fair, this is going to be going back to an older thing on Tenho. I did get to second dan on Tenho. I'm currently first Q or first down. I forget. I haven't been on Tenho in about a while, so I might even actually have reset. This is not the place, though, to be looking for expert analysis. I can give analysis, certainly, but this is definitely more the beginner side of things. Alright. One call. Yep. See when Danny moves the dealership along, and we move on. Demo, on the other hand, when we get back to that, is currently First Saint. So, yeah, there is a good player here to observe, at least for after this, but alright, we'll begin with North. That being said, I haven't tried to climb the Soul Ladder in maybe 2 years since I got to this rank, and I just haven't played a ranked game since that point. Maybe I should get back to a ladder climb, see if I can actually progress any further, but I have a feeling that that is about the limit of where I can get to without doing some serious studying for it. Especially since I've not played in it 11 months. Alright, 2 to go. And the AI is doing the mono-Kokushi strats. Holding the dragon's a bit long, but we do have an AI, so... I mean, to be fair, they're not an auto-discard AI, so I probably should be at least be considering these are a little riskier than I've been holding up. I've been gathering, but yeah. I don't especially. I've just been holding on to them because there's an AI on the board and they're safer to hold on to a bit longer than they would otherwise be. Normally I'd be tossing them immediately. As it happens, I could have got an extra greed if I'd have waited a bit longer than that, but you know. Probability is probably not in your favour at that stage. Okay. About the same. Question is, do I want to cut the door side of it? I don't. Alright, reach from the random bot of doom. Yeah, we'll play it safe. At least on the first discard. We'll probably end up tossing the 8 and just going for pin 2 after that. I reckon 9 is fine. We can see the 8s are mostly walled it off, but yeah. In fact, we now got a double of them. I mean, who knows? I can't play the 8. The 9 should be fine. We play 1, and I can see most of the 8s, so... I just didn't want to play it as a definite thing on the first discard, given, you know, that's when you Patsu and you give extra value away that way. That is unfortunate in hindsight, but 5 is safe. I mean, in fact, I have no idea how objectively good an easy AI is, so... Ishanten. Would love 8 to be proven safe at some point. Or 6. There you go, thank you, Demo. One more draw to hit Tenpai, and also 6 is safe, so Prospero might do us a favour and put us into Tenpai with it. Then he summos on a big hand. I mean, that's fine. We still hit Senpai if that. Haite? Oh, there. Prosperous Haite. Not for us.
Tenpai.
Close 7 and a incidental pair weight from demo. Okay, 3 pairs. Hi. Okay, 3 pairs and east. Few options from this one. It was. We're going Chito. I want to get rid of the middle tiles first. If I go for anything else, though, I need to call this now. I've been burned by going aggressive on 4 pairs into Toy Toy. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do it this time. Rise isn't here, and obviously that's the cost. I'd have to deal into a Hanneman from Rise doing that. So yeah, we can't give Demo or Prospero a Hanneman. That'd be completely unfair. There we go. Do it. Free pin. Okay, Ishanten Chitoitsu. Immediately draw the pair. This game sometimes.
リーチ
And we're up against the Reach. We have a safe discard for it though. There's only one of the 1-pins left. Is it worth hellweighting the 1-pin? If you get to that far? Probably not. There was a long pause on that too that Prospero, I assume, was considering. Well, we'll play safe for the moment. Love the sneak my way into Senpai, but I don't think any of these are good, so we're going to have to unfortunately fold this one. We can still potentially get Eastern something, but I feel at this point hand is lost, so we're just going to have to dodge. Yeah, Prospero's also folding out, or at least starting a full set of 8s, which is unfortunate if he's done that accidentally, but... Ah dear. No, Demo got us there faster, unfortunately. So many G-Toy hands we could have made if we'd have got on, but oh well. Such is the game. Is that wrong, or is that Prospero thinking? Prospero thinking, I'm assuming. And we don't have any more discards.
Note.
Close 6. But we don't lose anything particularly off of that. Andy was the dealer, so we have to respect it. This hand is significantly worse than the last one, but we'll see. We can get the early East pair, early Dragon pair, early West pair actually. All of these are fine. And again, not going to go aggressive pushing the Toy Toy this time. Dragon for Prospero. Oh, Dragon for us. Okay, that's all fair. Fair enough. It's cheap, but I'm still ahead of the AI, so everything is fine. Yep, no, as I say, I'm perfectly... That's about as nice as that could have been for a 1,000-point deal in. And especially since this is the reward hand at this point. We got a Jinshan chance here. Alright, Chanter chance. And actually, yeah, we're just reached Chanter here. I'll need to fill in one of two very awkward close weights. And, well, this isn't, but... Oh, for God. Prospero! Buddy, slow down! Couldn't have given me a turn or two for this. Okay. Objectively, I want to go for this hand, but it's not actually worth that much even if I pull it off. So we're going to toss dragons. God damn it, I got it as well. I want 6 to pass, but it's not the greatest discard against him. Screw it.
Riichi.
This isn't even that great. It's not confirmed anymore, but we gotta go. We're going for this now. Come on, 8-0. Dora! Okay, we're fine. That's Sumo. Did he have all my 8s? No, same weight. That's a good hand, actually, given it was how quick it was. Yeah, Dealamungan. Or near enough Dealamungan. I fall into last. I'm behind the AI. Shouldn't have reached, clearly. Alright. See what we can do from here. It's not helping. So it sounds going to be cheap if we finish it, but honestly I just need anything to become dealer at this point and to stop potential rampages. Potential Sandskew? And Shanten.
リーチ
Shanten into the Reach. 6 is not necessarily safe there. A pair of reds, they're not safe either. 9 should be okay. I mean, it's a non-fu if we do it. This is Tenpai.
Oh.
We'll call for Tenpai.
ロンいや
Ooh, alien wind weight for a Mungan.
リーチ
Oof.
初ドラニ
Yeah, pretty good. Pair weight on the Dora South. Well, Demo takes the lead. We get the dealership. And we have double dragons. South. So, double dragon Honitsu. Generally speaking, at this point, Toy Toy is more likely. Toy Toy has backfired on me quite a lot. 7 pairs is awkward to get to, but I think it is generally the superior hand. It's also a shortcut to Hanneman if you have 2 Dora and Sumo. Or 2 Uradora and Sumo on the Reach, so Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to prefer 7 pairs over it, but there is always the reason. If you have a Yakuhai pair, a Dora pair, then those are in favour of potentially going for Toy Toy rather than Chitoitsu. Then again, Mahjong is very situational, and there's always reasons for and against almost any decision you can make. In this case, we should not have got rid of all our Sozu tiles, is what it's telling me here, but hey. Still think it's correct to go for the Honitsu here if we can. Given that we need a bit of a buffer for the point gap. But mind you, as dealer, probably something we should be considering secondary to just getting a win anyway. The other good news, I suppose, about having an AI in there is I know any pause is for the other player that can call that potentially, which... okay. Also, no little dragons for us. Another reach. Safe tile we have, and another tile we'll think about. So the 5s are pretty walled off here. We now have a call for Tenpai, but we've got to make a 3-man pass. Seven passes. Alright, let's see.
No.
That was fortunate, but it is only 1,000 points back. About 1,500 dealer. But hey, we're ahead of the AI. We'll take it. Prospero retakes the lead from that. And now if we can just get a hand of some sort. Not amazing. Not going to call for North. So we have 2 definite safe tiles for the rest of the game. And I think we're just looking at Pinfu with us. Maybe not. Maybe we could go Chitoi here. It's a little awkward since all of our remaining ones are middle tiles, but we can potentially trade those out. West is reasonable. Okay, we want to keep the 6 because obviously we got the Suchi trap set up for there. We're not going to call anymore because we don't want to indicate. But 6 would be our ideal weight at this point. 1 out, admittingly, but still. I'd like to move into something better. That does not qualify as something better. Neither does that. We also want to be out of Manzu if we can, because that's kind of what we're indicating our Tenpai is at the moment. 8's fine. So 6 pin or 8, so ideally, and yeah, we just have to draw the last one. Which is easier said than done, of course, but you know. Oh, everything's free calls. It's a dragon only though, so I think it's cheap. I think if we do hit the Tenpai, it's fine. But we will want to be considering folding it against this. Dragon only, it's 1,000 points. I'd like to keep a dealership though. All the ones are gone. Well, that's a free upgrade. We'll take it. I say 1,000 points. We can afford that. If you get a deal into 1,000 points, don't worry about it. We don't even fall below the AI with that. And we will get him next time. And had we passed, obviously, we'd have continued on our trend of trying to just complete the much more valuable hand if we killed it off, so... Yeah. Hidden triplet at 7, so... I mean, that would have been the disaster, ultimately, but for some reason I didn't think that was necessarily the case of it. Alright. I think we're killing Bedora here. And just going for a quick Tanyo attack. Yeah. So if the AI wants it, probably not. It's paused, but I know both the other players have discarded one, so very nice. Alright, reach from the AI. We don't have anything directly saving against it, but we're also Ishanten, so do we care? It's played a lot of Manzi, discarding that though. Well, 8 been passed from demo, so we've got a safe tar for now. And I think we will take the chance on it. Reach Tanyo. Reach Tanyo Pinfu. Man's not valuable enough, which is annoying at this point. Alright, if I had a bit more value, I'd go in against an unknown reach, but these are awkward tasks to discard that aren't definitely safe, unfortunately. What makes it worse is exactly how many times I'm for a 10 with this weight. At least 4 now, if we end up there. Nah, we're out of this one, unfortunately. I was trying to work out if that dragon was after the reach or not, but I think it's before, so it is not safe.
Note.
Alright, 2 5 10 pi 147. It's a good weight. Demo retakes the lead from Prospero. And we fall back behind the AI. But double Dora and dragon in hand as we enter south. Well, we're actually still in south. We're in south from last time. Of course we get a pair of easts. Yeah, 1 2. Okay, Prospero looking for a cheap retake the dealership. Well, retake the lead, I think. You can technically call this.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little risky since we don't have the Yakuhai set up, but let's go for it anyway. If someone else has a pair of whites, oh well. We've overcommitted, but I have 2 Dora. It's one of these games where everybody's rushing. Just hope nobody's rushing with a hand that's actually worth anything. They shouldn't be, because as I say, we see 2 Dora, so chances are there's nothing monstrous out there, but we're still going to be worried about it. 3 Dora now. Now, we have the monster hand, but we don't have the Yaku yet. So it's Yakulus, but we're there. Unfortunately, I've got a weird and terrible feeling that somebody had a pair of white dragons somewhere. Oh, Dora free! No! That's letting the AI win! Also, I'm still in 4th. Let's cut one of these. We're going to cut the Muncie one for the moment. Okay, carnage available. We'll see how this goes. We need to pass. Oh, we have a pair, so actually we are pretty much there, aren't we? But I want to try and maximize our chances of getting something out of this in one go. 2-pin ideally here. White does nothing. Second white does nothing. Give me a third. Give me a third. Come on. There's one more out there. You can give me a third. Unfortunate, potentially, but let's see. There's that 2-pin we want. Well, now we're not reaching under any circumstances here. And I think we just cut the 3. Why are we cutting the 3? That's the safe thing to do. Cut it anyway. It worked. Questionable decision was made. Let's see. Pair weight on the 5-3, you say?
Riichi.
Sure. It was very likely. It was actually a single weight as well. I think once we can, we were always going to have to discard it, unfortunately, but that's the way that goes. Prosper earns points, Leadership moves on, and we're just going to have to rely on that last reach at some point. This is an okay-ish start, I guess. Certainly if we get the second one in as well. South is ours, we'll take it. Let's rush through this one. Oh, I should have called that. Yeah, I'd already opened the hand. I should have called that 5. Guess it's slightly better now. Well, is that okay now? Maybe. Well, of course, Sneed, I was about to say, is a south and then a go, but West is Arwind, should be as safe as it's going to be. Reach back to Sumo. Okay, I need a lot of help to get out above the AI here. But it's looking like a fairly even game up top. We might end up toy-toying this, but we'll see. I don't have any Dora... Well, nothing Dora related, but if we can look as if we're... we'll see about Chitoy, ultimately.
Pong. Pong.
Prosper's keeping the pressure up. Fortunately, 2 goals, we're committed. Reasonable chance to just deal into him and it ends it at this point. Well, it won't, because unfortunately the deal-in thing is off, but...
Pong.
Alright, well, that's tempo.
No.
I wonder if he dealt there from a pair of the assumption I was on Toy Toy. No, that's just me calling a dragon because I want to be dealer. Alright, well, that helps Prospero's case a little bit. To be fair, it probably helped him by about 300 points because he used to re-stick up, but helped my case out a lot. I need to keep winning. That's not helpful, demo. Not helpful for me, anyway. Red. I think we're just going to have to reach pin through this one. And hope that we have enough time for it. Well, we get that closed free, then we probably will. Alright, can't get the Sanshikyu with this, but still pretty decent. Ultimately, Friso would be the ideal, but if we're not, we'll probably start thinking about cutting it. Yeah, we're cutting it. Isha, yeah. Ipeko pin 2 is better. Come on, 8-pin. I mean, I don't think Ryan's coming to play today, but I wouldn't say no. Problem is, I would say no, because if I get a complete... If I get either of these, I reach and do the pin 2 weight on the other one. Yeah, this is not good. that change anything? Not really. Yeah, drawing a 6, draw for 8-man Carnage. We were always appreciative of that. Especially if we do get this reach in. Darn it! Darn it, AI! That's 2 of my 8's gone. So I'm hoping that we do complete on this side, or I draw the 6 here. Drawing 9 would also be fine, because then I'd be able to just go reach on the Ipeco side of things. That'll do, but it's 1 left. We obviously reach because there's a Khan. And we just hope they fold. They won't fold. They shouldn't fold anyway. But it's the last 8 pin we need. Wrong 8.
No.
Okay, that was a big hit. Hitting double on that, 12k. Well, that puts us in the set 3rd place. And gives us a shot at the win. Against the AI now, unfortunately. This is the worst case scenario. Alright. North. Yeah, Ura was a bit fortunate there, but there was a card, so there was always a chance we were going to get something. Okay, 1 down. Get the closed 4 early, and then we're into some kind of pair weight. Too many pairs. We'll cut the extremities, and then we'll see where we end up. Probably a cheap hand unless I get 4 into that. Do it that way around. Okay, extension down there is useful. Gives us time to cut the 1s, go for Tanya. Or not. Cut the 8s. Dora Dragons, you say? Yep. We are Ishan-ten for Pinfu. And we do kind of need to go for this, so we're going for it. Oof.
Riichi.
Yeah, we'll take the pair weight. Look on the basis we got a CG trap in place for it. Well, both tiles are risky. All the 8s are gone. One of the remaining red 5 pins is a red 5. It's unlikely. Just gotta hope there's one in the wall we can draw, or this goes into a draw state. Or that Prospero is, well, I wouldn't think he's bluffing at this point, but not quite there yet with his Mungan showing. Other side of a CG trap, both sides placed. Can we get a 5 out of anyone? It's far more likely that waits on Manzu, which it is, but you know. say, I'm more than happy to take the draw. I just don't want to. Come on, Haite. No.
Tenpai.
Okay, some points earned. AI is still in the lead, but now it's a much easier job to overtake them. We have a dragon pair. We have a triplet. This looks like a calling hand that could get there. If we can add some Dora to this, then everything is go. But I think at the moment it's going to fall short. Unless, of course, nonsense happens. Nonsense could still happen, but... yeah, we'll lean into nonsense. Honitsu is also potentially a thing we could force as well, if we get fortunate with this. Well, Honitsu would give us enough points to actually win.
Riichi nya.
Prospero does not seem happy at our concept of winning. Alright, double dragon. Double dragon I'll have to do. Even passes, so we're there. There are some other problems, but we are there.
Riichi.
There was always a risk, but we were going to have to take that from third. Reach Simple's Dora, 1. Yeah. Oh. Free error, really? Ah, well, GG. And that'll be the win. I can't complain. I hit free error earlier against Prospero, actually, earlier in the match, so I don't think that's entirely unfair on that one. And hey, Prospero beats the AI, which clearly was the only opponent of that one. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I had a hand that was potentially enough to take it, but I wasn't able to get rid of the Seizu in time, and yeah, just too many early reaches from Prospero. Well, thanks for the games, guys. Clearly 2424 says that I need some more practice, and also I will be accepting payments for those Hanneman discards that are clearly prearranged. Clearly. Oh well. Thanks for joining me. I will catch people probably next week. I will try to make it definitely next week, later this week, but we'll see. Until then,